Hello everybody, welcome. We are here today at Epcot for the Flower and Garden Festival, heading on in. This is one of the last weeks for the Flower and Garden Festival. It is going to be going away soon. It's been a long festival though, so I mean it's been a long one, and we've got a few food items that we really haven't tried yet that I'm anxious to get going on. We're getting to the end of our chances to actually try these foods, so we're going to hit them, and the Food and Wine Festival is going to be coming around here very soon, so I'm excited about that. But I am sorry to see the Flower and Garden Festival go because it is a really beautiful festival. So let's head on inside and enjoy these last few days here at the Flower and Garden Festival. We are in Epcot, and we're heading over to, surprise, surprise, Guardians of the Galaxy, because of course we have to ride that while we're here. But I'm looking over here at Spaceship Earth to my right, and there's just so many people in line for it right now. And it's like a pretty long wait. And I just was thinking about the fact that we were here last night. We were literally here just last night because we had a Guardians of the Galaxy pass. We literally walked in, rode Guardians of the Galaxy, and then on our way out, there was nobody in line for Spaceship Earth, so we hopped on that and then we left. That's literally all we did. So I was just sitting there reminded of the fact that timing on a lot of these rides and when you actually go to get on a ride, it makes a huge difference to your day and how productive you can be. Because literally later on in the evening, there will be nobody in line for Spaceship Earth at all. But yet right now there's people waiting 45 minutes for it. So it never fails to amaze me how much of a difference just going to the rides at the right time can make a difference. Looks like the left side is down right now, so I'm glad we actually got in here now, because the wait time is going to skyrocket. For the virtual passes, and the lightning passes are going to go up since they're only running one side. But maybe they'll get it working again. Good news, they started running the other side while we were in line here, so it sped our wait time up even more. Is this ride getting old yet?
It's freezing in this line, though, I must say.
It's kind of cold. And we got drenched. Mostly her. She got drenched more than I. She was actually saving our spot in the line to get into Xander, so there was a line to get in because no one was leaving. Because it's raining out. Yay, it started to downpour. It'll probably be like a short rain, I'm assuming. Yeah, she got pretty wet. But so we took shelter here in the Treasures of Xander, and I noticed that actually some of the merchandise that I'm seeing in here is no longer actually available over in the Creation Store. So the Creation Shop is not. They're starting to actually migrate, or actually not carry some of the stuff over there already, and it's only available in here. So just a heads up, if you're looking for some of the specific merchandise and you're not seeing it over in the Creation Shop, you definitely want to check out the Treasures of Xander, because they're starting to slowly not carry some of the stuff in that store, and it's only over here. After a short 5-minute shower, we are back out into Epcot, not huddled up, fleeing for our lives from the rain. Not really. It was just a sprinkle. So Road Guardians of the Galaxy, again, I feel like we do that on every episode we come to Epcot. I'm trying not to subject you all to having to watch the line queue and the ride and all that stuff and talk too much about it, but I did want to mention that I've noticed over the last few times we've ridden Cosmic Rewind, I think more and more people are riding it more than once. Like, this isn't their first time riding it anymore. So I'm actually seeing people start to party on the ride. More people's hands are going up, more sort of moving and shaking and getting excited with the music, because it's just that kind of a ride. It's like a party ride. In the beginning, when we first started riding it, everyone was just kind of mouths open in awe, oh my gosh, I don't even know what's happening. This is the most amazing ride. But as more people are riding it more and more, it's starting to turn into a party. I just think it's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm starting to notice more people are like vibing and grooving and just like really soaking it up and enjoying the ride. Because you can see people to your right or left, you know, on some of the curves and things, so I can kind of like see what's going on. It's just, I'm having, it's a party ride. I love it. I'm having a good time with it. So I could literally ride it every single day. And we have. Wow, this actually worked. I propped my camera up on top of the drink station at Club Cool. Usually I have to hold it like some dodgy way and try to like get my drink and like try it. But it actually worked, so score 1 for my team. I got... So anyway, we just jumped into Club Cool, if you didn't figure that out. And I got the watermelon soda. Yum. I'm so thirsty. I love the fact that they have this like free drink station in here. You can just come in here and get a little free sip every once in a while. And I love this watermelon, and I love the banana. It's so good, and I never tried the sour plum. It's interesting because usually when we come, back at the old Club Cool, we always did the Beverly Challenge. Like every time we came, we had to do the Beverly. For some reason now with the new Club Cool, we don't do that as much. Like sometimes we don't even try the Beverly or the sour plum. So I don't know why. Maybe because there's 2 busted drinks. Yeah. Banana.
Banana.
Banana. Banana. Banana. Banana. Banana.
I think about this banana drink, which is so weird. You would never think that you would think about a banana drink and like crave it, but I do.
I know. When I first time we ever came, I was like, banana. I love it. I'm doing the sour plum. I haven't done it in a long time.
And it's not diet, which I normally don't like regular pop. Like I drink diet everything. I hate the flavor, like it's too sweet. But I love the banana.
Sour plum's growing on me. It's starting to grow on me. Yeah, kind of liking it. No. Our first stop here at the Flower and Garden Festival is going to be the Pineapple Promenade. They've got, we picked up a spicy pineapple dog and a frozen violet lemonade, which looks pretty good. And I did happen to notice that there was a sign that said all the edible flowers from that particular booth are harvested from the land pavilion. So you know how when it's always talking about how like it uses the produce and the veggies and flowers and things like that from the land in the actual Epcot? This is one of them. So I actually know for a fact I'm about to eat an edible flower from the actual land pavilion. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be any good, but it's cool. I've been wanting to try this spicy hot dog for a while now at the Pineapple Promenade. I don't know why we haven't stopped. And to be honest, when they gave it to us, I kind of was a little confused. It's not what I was expecting at all. It looks good to me though. So it said it was a spicy hot dog with a pineapple chutney. And then it said it had plantain chips. So what I was kind of expecting was just like a hot dog with maybe some little pineapple chutney on top. And this is what we got instead. And then I thought maybe like a side of plantain chips. Check this out. I mean, it's got everything on the actual hot dog, which I'm surprised. So there's the pineapple chutney. The plantain chips are kind of sprinkled onto it. And then there's some like sauce, mayonnaise-looking sauce.
It looks like an aioli of some sort.
So she was like, I am not trying that.
This looks like a nightmare. It has some sort of mayonnaise sauce on the top. It has a hot dog, which I can't stand.
I mean,
yeah, I'm not sure.
It looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to give it a rip. This was $8. All right, here we go.
I think $8 is a lot for that.
Whew. Starting to heat up. It's starting to. Whew, that's spicy. You need to try it.
No, I'm not trying.
Just skip the aioli.
No.
By the way, I can't even taste the aioli at all. I don't taste it. She doesn't like hot dogs, period. Much less with any sort of mayonnaise on it. It's actually pretty good though. I actually really like this flavor. But man, it's hot. Woo! A little spicy there. Starting to heat up. What's that from? Spider-Man. Yeah.
It's a little bit spicy. It's not very spicy.
It's pretty spicy. I think I had a bigger bite than she did.
Yeah.
It's kind of spicy.
It is spicy though. Yeah.
Wow, I don't know if I can eat another bite, but man, it's good. I like it. The bun's actually pretty good. I thought it was gonna be like, you know, when the buns get like crusty. The bun's nice and soft. And then the spicy hot dog is solid. I'm surprised, and it's pretty big. I don't think it's. I feel like $8 isn't that bad for this hot dog. It's a decent sized hot dog.
I think the pineapple stuff has spice in it, and also
Oh, does
on
it?
the hot dog, that's probably the first bite I had no pineapple chutney, and I just tried the pineapple,
Oh, okay.
and it tasted spicy. So that's probably why you think it's more spicy.
Yeah, it is. Like it's in the plantain chips. I like the little bit of crunch that it gives. The flavor, I kind of dig the pineapple with the spiciness together. I don't really know what the sauce is. I think the sauce
doesn't
just
have
tastes
much
like
flavor.
mayonnaise-ish. I can't really taste it that much. A little bit of mayonnaise flavor. I actually think this is a good hot dog. I thought it was gonna be busted, to be honest. I kind of thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a throwaway. But I kind of dig it. $8.
I think that's a lot.
I don't think it's that bad for a hot dog. I mean, for some of the other things you can get here, maybe it's a little bit expensive, but I feel like a hot dog pretty much anywhere is like pretty expensive in a theme park. And this is actually decent. I'm surprised. But I'm really thirsty now because my mouth's on fire and I want to just get a drink. So I want to try this. This is a frozen violet lemonade. Try that. It's called a frozen dessert violet lemonade. It's really sweet.
Yeah.
Really sweet. But I don't know. Let me try it again. It's very sweet. The drink I had was not cold at all because
It's a little too sweet for me, but it's fine. If you like sweet drinks, you probably like it.
I'm not getting the violet. Maybe a little bit, I guess. It just tastes like a really sweet lemonade with a little bit of sour to it. And this was $4.50.
Yeah.
I feel like $4.50 for this is too much.
It
but
is.
But I do want to try one of the flowers. There's two of these little flowers in here that are edible flowers from the Land Pavilion, and I want to try it. Just because I want to say I've eaten something from the Land Pavilion.
Doesn't really taste like much.
No.
Tastes like what you'd think it would taste like
Nothing,
grass,
yeah, grass-ish.
plant. Yeah.
But I've eaten something from the Land Pavilion. It's fresh from the garden.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. I don't know. I feel like this frozen lemonade violet. I'm not getting the violet.
It was pretty.
I mean, I don't know what violet tastes like,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't eat violets.
I just don't taste
Maybe
anything other than like lemonade. Really.
You know what? Maybe it's not. Is violet a flower? Did I just make that up, or is it just a color? Is it?
Yeah.
I thought maybe violet just referred to like the color, like it's a violet colored
No.
lemonade. Do you think it actually
I think
has?
those were violets on top.
Oh, were they?
I think so.
Folks, I am bad at flower and greenery
just ate
and
violets.
shrubbery. I don't know what any of that stuff is. I can't grow anything. It all dies. I'm horrible at it.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
I'm really thirsty, so it's tasting better and better every drink. But it's okay.
Yeah.
I think $4.50 is a little bit much for it, but the pineapple's good. The hot dog's good, so highly recommend. Yum. I'm digging this hot dog. I'm gonna go in for another rip here, honestly. Even though it's pretty hot, it's like really spicy. I want to eat more of it because I actually do like it. I like the little bit of crunchy. So moving on, let's go to the next spot and see what else we can find.
Okay, I'm so excited, but kind of sad. I got excited when I saw this new Stony Clover line that was in. I saw like 2 of the backpacks on Instagram. I actually sent them to my husband, I actually sent them to Steve. He ignored me completely. I was like, I love this backpack. I don't need it. I thought he was going to say, yeah, you do.
Ignored completely.
And he didn't even respond. I was like, but I don't need it. I thought maybe he'd be like, yeah, you do. But he didn't. And I sent it to my daughter and her friend. I love it. But they have the line here at the Creation Shop. They don't have the one backpack I wanted, which was the lavender one right here. But they do have all of this. Da-da-da. So they have this like luggage tote here, and if you look closely, it has the embroidered princesses. All the princesses are embroidered on here. And let's see if it shows what's in the inside. There's no prints on the inside at all, but this is so cute, but it's awful. It's definitely pricey. It is $348. So you do get the 20% off discount, and once again, it's that Stony Clover brand, which I had never heard of until I saw the backpacks online. And then they have this backpack, which this fanny pack, when I walked over here, I was like, I'm gonna get this. Definitely not getting it. It is, $188. But oh my gosh, it's cute. Once again, it has all the embroidered princesses on it. It has the jewels. Kind of looks like it's from like Tangled with the jewels. Nothing, no print on the inside, but it feels really quality. The whole thing feels quality. Like even if it got wet, it would be fine. But I don't want to pay $188 for a fanny pack. They had a backpack that in this print, and it had like Princess Tiana patches on it, kind of like the Beauty and the Beast one I'm about to show you. Look at this backpack. It is $248. Like I said, they do have a lavender one with Princess Tiana patches and the embroidered princesses all over it, which is the one I loved. But I also love this. So if you are looking for a specialty backpack for your kids, honestly, if my daughter was younger, like when she was little, I would have probably tried to talk. Actually, he would have just let me. He would have just said okay. I would have probably talked Steven to let me buy this for my daughter, because the lavender one or this one, because she loves Belle. But it is so cute, and once again, it's a super quality material. It would definitely hold up. And look at this. This is a makeup case or like a pencil pouch. You could use it for anything. It's $148 though. $148 for a makeup case or like toiletry, you know, something to carry your toiletries in, or a pencil pouch. That's a little pricey, but oh my gosh. They have Gus and Flounder. Now I don't really know what these are. Once again, you could use them for makeup or put your wet bathing suit in if you're going to bring the tote to the beach. I don't know what you could do with it. Or for your kids, for their pencil pouch or something. But it's $128. But look, it's that iridescent color that Disney's actually been using a lot since the 50th celebration started. And it's kind of see-through. This stuff on the inside is just kind of like a packaging. But so freaking cute.
I'm going to stop here at the Citrus Blossom and pick up the pork belly and the tart. This is the booth where they actually have the Florida bird sipper cup and the souvenir booklet. Surprisingly, both of the stops that we've made today are literally right in the front of the Flower and Garden Festival. I don't know how we've missed them. I feel like we just kind of walk right past the first couple of booths and then we go to the other stuff. And I do think the Citrus Blossom, since it's actually, you know what? Pineapple Promenade is kind of like right in the middle between the two entrances. So it's kind of like, unless you go across that center section, you don't really notice it, even though the Garden Gray's turn-in is at the Pineapple Promenade. So we have been there, but we kept forgetting about eating there. And then the Citrus Blossom is at the very end of the Flower and Garden Festival if you go around, starting with the Mexico Pavilion. So I guess it makes sense, but they're really literally right here in the front of Flower and Garden. So there was a couple of different dishes that they had there that we wanted to try, that I've had my eye on for a while, actually. Check out this first one here. Yum. I mean, that looks awesome. So this is the crispy Mojo Marinated Pork Belly. And it was $6.25, which I think is not that bad. $6.25. It looks pretty big. It's got a lot of stuff happening there. So it says it has the crispy Mojo Marinated Pork Belly, an avocado cream, corn salsa, yum, salsa verde, and plantain chips. 2 things today with plantain chips in it? Like, who would have thought? That's weird. That's kind of ironic. I just feel like this looks good. Don't let me down. Come on, Disney. Don't let me down with the pork here. Don't let me down. I'm just gonna get like a hunk of the pork.
I'm scared.
The pork is awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't know what else to say about it. It is crispy.
Yeah.
It said crispy Mojo pork belly, and it's crispy. It has such good flavor. It's almost like beef. It's not beef jerky. It's not that crispy, but it's like kind of like, it's like that. You know those when you go to barbecue restaurants. Again, we don't eat barbecue, but you know how like some barbecues have like, what are they called? Like the something tips, like crispy tips or something. I don't burnt tips. I think is what they're called. Burnt edges or burnt something or other. Anyway, I don't know, but I love it.
I think all the components of the dish are really good. I love the corn salsa, the salsa verde, the avocado cream, which it doesn't really taste like a cream. There's actually hunks of avocado in there because I just ate it.
Yeah, ooh, a little spicy.
But yeah, it's good. It's one of the better things here, I would say.
Yeah, the salsa verde, corn salsa, the plantain chips, all that is working together. It's a little spicy though. Now that, I mean, the components with the pork are a little spicy. The pork itself is not spicy. So for me, I'm probably just going to only stick to the pork because it's a little much for me of the spiciness. But wow, I love this pork. It does seem like some of the pork though, I'm looking at it and there's like a couple of pieces of pork have like a little bit more fatty.
Yeah.
And I think there's a couple of pieces of pork. Like maybe you should try this one because I feel like this is mainly just the meat. So I love this pork more than she does. She does not like fat at all. If there's even the smallest amount of fat in any meat, she will not eat it.
Pork bristle.
So I think for her that's hampering this dish a little bit. But for me, I don't like to just eat fat, but like if it's marbled in and there's a little bit, and the fat on this is like really crispy and like burnt-ish. It's a perfect texture. I mean, it's so good. I can't stop eating it. I mean, I love it. It's phenomenal. I mean, Disney knows how to make pork. I was just about to say, don't let me down, Disney, with the pork, because every time we've gotten pork, I think pretty much every time we've gotten pork anywhere at Disney, it's been phenomenal. And I was worried that it was going to let me down. It didn't. It's delicious. It's so good. I love it. This is one of my favorite things we've had to eat here. I wish I could just get a big giant plate of that meat. And I don't ever say that, by the way. I never say I just want like a plate of meat because I'm more of like a side dish person than like a main meat person. But they know how to make pork, and that pork is so good. I could literally just take a big plate of that meat with nothing else. I don't need any of the sauces or plantain chips or anything. Get rid of it. Just a big plate of that meat. I'd be in heaven.
The next one we got is a dessert. They had a grapefruit tart.
I'm excited. Yum. Oh.
I mean, it looks good. Kind of sounds weird, but I feel like it looks good. I've never had a grapefruit dessert.
Neither
I don't really eat grapefruit, but I love the smell of grapefruit.
I tend to like grapefruit just in general. I don't know why. I think it's super bitter, and I like the smell of it. So the grapefruit tart says it's a grapefruit curd, a lychee jam. This lychee's like a fruit, right? Like a weird fruit thing. Ginger mousse, and a yuzu cream. And this was $5.25. It looks kind of cool. You know what it reminds me of?
The apple tart?
No, there's something about these little puffs of like this cream here that reminds me of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. The original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory that has like a busted chocolate factory. No, I'm wrong. That's not what I'm. No, that's not it. Here's what it reminds me of. I forgot. Hook. It reminds me of Hook.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. Hook. You know how in that scene where they're pretending like they're eating the food fight, there's all these desserts that just have these like big giant puffs of like almost like icing. That's what this reminds me of because it just looks like big puffs of icing. And by the way, as a kid, I always wanted to like just sink into that icing. So I'm like really excited about this. Yum. Man, I'm really excited to try this. I don't know why. Okay. The excitement has faded quickly.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad. It's okay. It reminds me of something.
It's a weird
but
flavor.
I don't know what it is.
I don't like it.
It's okay. It has a bitter flavor, slightly because of the grapefruit, I'm assuming.
But it's not even like a good
But it
grapefruit.
almost tastes like lemon to me.
I hate this thing. I really don't like it at all. I agree. It definitely has a bitter flavor to it.
I don't hate it. It's just okay.
But not a good bitter. It's not like a good grapefruit but bitter. It's some weird flavor. It almost tastes...
It's the ginger.
Yeah, maybe it's the ginger. It's
ginger
a
mousse.
weird combination. I was going to say there's something spicy in it. Like not heat spicy, but like spicy.
Yeah.
I was going to say like cinnamon, but you said ginger. That's it. So there's like the ginger and I think this weird lychee. Is that how you say it? Lychee? Whatever.
That's how we're saying it.
And then everything else has like almost no flavor.
Yeah.
It's like somehow it's very flavorless, but a weird, gross, bitter ginger flavor too.
And the only flavor coming through is not very good.
And not very sweet.
No.
This is busted.
Yeah, don't get that.
I don't
It's
like
cute,
it at
but
all.
don't get it.
Wow, I was so pumped too because I love grapefruit, and I was excited because it looked like it was reminding me of Hook, Peter Pan. Oh man, what a letdown that was. I'm not eating any more of it. It's busted. She went back to the pork, by the way. She was eating some of the salsa stuff that's left over because this is so bad.
Whatever I just ate was really hot though.
Yeah, I told you there was something hot in there. Yeah, I was eating it. I was like, man, this is a little spicy. That's why after that one bite, I was done. I went back to just the pork.
It's good though.
A little spicy. Well, okay, there you go. Desserts continue to fail us at Epcot Flower and Garden. I mean, it is a pattern. They really do not know how to make desserts here. That's why at Disney Springs the other day I was excited to try that sprinkles cupcake, because I thought we were finally going to get a decent cupcake, some sort of decent sweet maybe there, and then they didn't have it, so that was a bust. And then we ended up getting the Amarette's Jewel of Pride, which I won't ruin for you what we thought of that, because it's a different episode. You have to check that out. I'll link to it below. But whatever. Epcot, Disney, you seriously keep failing us dessert after dessert after dessert. This makes me never want to do a fireworks dessert party, because I feel like all their desserts will be terrible. But pork, when it comes to pork, they got it going on. So there you have it. On our way out of the park, I just happened to notice Spaceship Earth now has no wait. It's only been a few hours since we were here this morning, and there was a hugely long wait. Now there's not a wait, so. But it was overall a fun day. Good day. Got to ride Guardians of the Galaxy again, of course. That's always a bonus.
It was supposed to rain like all afternoon, but it rained for about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like a quick shower and it's gone. It's sunny above us. I still see like rain like over in that area, but it hasn't come to us. I mean, it's sunny right now. It's hot. And we have an extremely long walk out to our car. Super excited about that. But Flower and Garden Festival, another hit. Again, I just can't get over how good that, I really just can't get over how good that pork was. I loved it so much. And the tart was terrible. I didn't like it at all. Really not a fan of the tart.
No, I mean,
yeah. The hot dog was good, and the lemonade I thought was pretty decent. So overall, a great day. Thanks again for joining us. We will see you again tomorrow for another brand new episode. Until then, the Noble Way.
it's easy way.
Bye-bye, everybody.